We all know it. China is asshole.
China is asshole. Don't trust China is asshole.
But let's unpack it. Why is it so? Why is this meme so important? Mellow greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Before we start, please make sure to give this video a like and hit the subscribe button. Here on the Relevant Elevant channel, I talk about relevant cultural issues. And I always try to finish with something uplifting. I call it Elevant. So let's get into it. Some politicians in America are friendly with China because they have large amounts of money involved there. But any reasonable person can see it.
Donald Trump, don't trust China. China is asshole. Donald Trump, don't trust China. China is asshole.
China and America have always been very, very different. America stands for freedom and the individual. China stands for the state, and the rights of the individual are secondary to what is best for the state. For example, for a long time, China had a one-child policy, and people were not allowed to have more than one child. That did not work out well for them, because now there's a ton of men who have no one to marry, because people selectively kept mostly male babies. In fact, many female babies were just left to die.
China is asshole. China is asshole.
China is a socialist republic that has no respect for the privacy of the citizens. They use a social credit score system to monitor all kinds of behavior, and they have a vast network of cameras and all kinds of other surveillance methods that allow the authorities to punish or reward citizens' behavior via the social credit score. Wasn't that a Black Mirror episode? Yes, that show, it was not sci-fi. It was just getting you mentally ready for what's coming. Want more reasons why China is asshole? Here we go. When the Olympic Games were playing out in Beijing, even Piss Pants Pelosi had enough common sense to warn the athletes to not speak out against China while they were there, because there could be consequences.
I would say to our athletes, you're there to compete. Do not risk incurring the anger of the Chinese government because they are ruthless. I know there is a temptation on the part of some to speak out while they are there. I respect that, but I also worry about what the Chinese government might do.
Donald Trump, don't trust China. China is asshole. Donald Trump, don't trust China. China.
I don't know why we sent our athletes there in the first place, but that's just me. And by the way, I heard reports during the Olympics of terrible treatment of foreign athletes, including substandard accommodations and nutrition, in order to hinder their performance. Sounds like something China would do, or somebody that's asshole.
China. So don't tell me about China. I know China. China.
One particular reason I think we should not be friends with China at all is because some extremely blatant human rights violations happen there. There's a group of Muslim people called the Uyghurs whose beliefs are against the law in China, and they're put in prison camps where they're re-educated. That means giving up their faith and pledging allegiance to the state, while doing forced labor and enduring all kinds of abuse, including sexual abuse. Then their organs are harvested while they're still alive and sold to the highest bidder for transplants. And Chinese authorities have refused to answer any international inquiries about this. Human trafficking, forced labor, sexual exploitation, and forced marriage are all common in China. And many people work for such low wages that they're basically slaves.
Donald Trump, don't trust China. China is asshole. Donald Trump, don't trust China. China is asshole.
There's also this. Another American corporation that is in the doghouse right now for trying to destroy the innocence of children, Disney, has some dubious deals with China, as in the fact that they alter their movies to fit China's more conservative values, regarding sexual orientation.
China is asshole. Don't trust China is asshole.
While stateside, Disney stumps for the woke transgenderism, race swap characters, and make them gay, when it comes to their product placement in China is Asshoe, they take all the gay out of the movies. Because they like money more than they like being woke.
Oh, I like money. Yeah, I like money though.
Also, China is hoarding key commodities. By mid-2022, according to the US Department of Agriculture, China will hold 69% of the world's corn reserves, 60% of its rice, and 51% of its wheat. As there are imminent food shortages worldwide, China made sure to have enough for themselves, because they are, well, most recently, China has raised concerns for their attempt to reach a zero level of COVID. So they decided to lock down the population of Beijing, literally lock everyone down in their house, not even allowed to go buy food. They can only get whatever food the government provides, which is not a lot. People have begun committing suicide, and the Chinese government does not care. They have also started killing these people's pets for whatever reason, and they're basically being stripped of any rights, with the excuse of achieving the impossible goal of having zero COVID. Oh, and did I mention they are separating parents and children if one of them tests positive for COVID?
Donald Trump, don't trust China. China is asshole. Donald Trump, don't trust China.
And that they're sending drones and robot dogs out there to the streets to tell people to ignore their soul's desire for freedom? Yeah. And although both Hong Kong and Taiwan are supposed to be independent from China and its communist policies, China keeps trying to control these areas.
Donald Trump, don't trust China. China is asshole. Donald Trump, don't trust China. China is asshole.
Let's also remember that at one point we had a thriving manufacturing industry here in America, which is now gone because people work for very low wages in places like China. So a lot of companies just have everything made there. And if that was not enough to gain the status of major asshole, China created TikTok, a garbage platform that exists with the sole purpose of lowering the IQ of young Americans by smashing their attention span and exposing them to so much wrong, they get completely lost and forget which gender they are. And this is done on purpose, I'm sure. For the relevant part of this video, I'm gonna share a little something that has the leftists completely losing it. Enjoy. Well, friends, I hope you enjoyed this video. I tried to make these very yucky topics as entertaining as possible for y'all, because I know that they're really not fun to talk about, but we have to talk about them. Because we are in an information war, and I don't want the evil to get you. Don't forget to subscribe and give the video a like. Stay with me, stay alert, stay alive. See you on the next one. Bye.
China is asshole.